What good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got 5 scariest teams in the NFL right now. My top 5 list, obviously number 1 is gonna be the Lions. Because of the fact that they can beat you in any way, whether it's just the running game or just the passing game. Shit, when the offense is struggling, defense will step up. And what really made me put them at number 1 on my list is because the fact that Jared Goff threw 5 picks in one game and they still won. Like, bro, from then on, bro, the Lions were my favorite team in the NFC. Well, probably in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm a Ravens fan, but the Lions are definitely my favorite team to watch play right now. You know what I'm saying? Number 2 on my list, obviously, the Bills, bro. When they traded away Diggs, everybody thought that Josh Allen was going to take a step back in this Bills offense, but they've gotten way better, bro, because they don't have to deal with Diggs crying for the ball and all his diva shenanigans and shit like that. Josh Allen has looked phenomenal. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, he's number 1 for MVP right now. I'm going to just keep it a buck. He's number 1 for MVP. You know what I'm saying? He has just looked phenomenal this year, taking care of the ball perfectly. And that Bills team is looking scary. And their defense, like, they don't have that many crazy names, but they have been just balling this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I just saw earlier that they brought back Micah Hyde, so that defense is going to get a lot more scarier. You know what I'm saying? Number 3 on my list is going to be Philly. You know what I'm saying? Philly, they had a slow start to the season. You know what I'm saying? Having close games with teams they shouldn't be having close games with, like the Browns. They barely beat the Browns, but I feel like after the halfway points was when they really start to get things clicking. You know what I'm saying? And Saquon Barkley has been their MVP this year. They've leaned more on him, and then that opens up more of the passing game as well. You know what I'm saying? Even when Schmitty is out, AJ Brown is able to carry the load. You know what I'm saying? Saquon helps out a lot with that as well in the passing game. So Philly, and then their defense, bro. Number 1 defense in the league for a reason. And my Ravens witnessed that shit firsthand, bro. Like, that nigga Jalen Carter just can blow up a play any second game. But their defense is just phenomenal. Cooper DeJean, their rookie, has been balling this year. Quinyon Mitchell has been strapping shit all year long from week 1. You know what I'm saying? So they're a scary team. Now, number 4, bro. Let's see. I would have to say the Packers, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I have to say the Packers because the thing with them, bro, you know what I'm saying, is protecting the football. That's mainly on Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? He can throw for like 300 yards, 400 yards a game, and he'll throw for like 2 interceptions. Like, he has got to protect the ball a lot more, and when he does that, they are just so dominant. You know what I'm saying? And then the running game with Josh Jacobs, who everybody thought was washed as well. You know what I'm saying? With the big 3 with him, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? He has looked phenomenal this year. Their young receiving core with Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks, and Jaden Reed been phenomenal this season. And they haven't really had that many drop issues other than, you know what I'm saying, Dontavian Wicks in that one game. But they've been pretty good so far. You know what I'm saying? And then Tucker Kraft as well, another bright spot on that offense. Their star-studded tight end. Their defense has played lights out this year as well, especially Xavier McKinney. He's been a ball hawk. They got, 7 picks on the year? So their defense is looking really good. Packers look dangerous in general. Now for my fifth, bro. So we've already said the Lions, the Bills, the Eagles, and the Packers. Honestly, as a Ravens fan, I hate to say this, I'm going to put Pittsburgh at 5, bro. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to me, I'm not a biased fan. You know what I'm saying? I give credit when credit is due, and Pittsburgh deserves a lot of credit of what they've done this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Russ. Everybody thought Russ was, you know what I'm saying, washed. He has been looking like prime Russ his whole season, bro. Like, since he took over for Justin Fields, he's been phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? That offense looked way better under him. And then, like, with Mike Tomlin's coaching, bro, and that defense, like, that team is going to be scary. And I understand that Pittsburgh hasn't won a playoff game since, like, 2016. I think they might win a playoff game this year. At least one. You know what I'm saying? But they're a dangerous team. They are a dangerous team. Pickens, I'll say easily a top 5 receiver with a good quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Pickens has when he's not crying and throwing temper tantrums, bro, he is just fine, bro. Like, this nigga gotta stop being a crash out. Like, real shit. But yeah, that's my top 5 list, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check this vid out.
As we contenders and pretenders is becoming increasingly clear. Teams like the Eagles have shaken off slow starts to find their stride, while powerhouses like the Lions and Bills have maintained dominance since week 1.
Fakes left, now taken off.
That boy Josh Allen.
And there he goes, inside the 10, the 5. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL.
I was so happy when they beat the Bills. Not the Bills, the Chiefs, bro. That nigga Josh Allen, a demon.
Will showcase a range of teams competing for the Lombardi Trophy. The reality is that only a select few have the talent, consistency, and resilience needed to win the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And after days of research, I finally uncovered who the top 5 teams are in the NFL, and the number 3 team on the
I ain't gonna lie, like the reason I didn't put my Ravens in here because of the fact that Justin Tucker has costed us every game this year. We have lost games at a combined 22 points. And all of those points is because of Justin Tucker missing field goals. That's the main reason why I did not put my Ravens on this list. Real shit.
Now,
like other than
the Detroit Lions entered the 2024 NFL season with the 4th best.
Like that was the main reason why I didn't put them on the list, bro.
Odds makers. After a strong 12-5 campaign in 2023 that did end with a tough loss to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship, Dan Campbell and his team returned with renewed determination to make franchise history, reaching their first ever Super Bowl. And I mean, last year the Lions made significant strides in building their backfield, drafting Jahmyr Gibbs with the 12th overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, him and David Montgomery been the best running back duo, man. Would y'all say that they're the best running back duo of all time? If they both somehow crack 1,000 yards this season, they both are over 10 touchdowns apiece.
Over 2,000 yards rushing and receiving combined, while scoring 11 touchdowns each.
That is crazy,
honestly,
bro.
The just cornerstone for this Lions team has been their rushing success that they've had all season long. Like, as crazy as it sounds, they are averaging 154 rushing yards per game. Oh, and don't worry too, because they don't stop their dominance there either. The Lions offense has been the top ranked unit in football all season long, leading the NFL in points per game and ranking second.
It's like this is crazy on my part, bro. My Ravens are top 3 in both of these, and we're somehow still 8-5. Like, and I think, like, I don't think is because of lack of talent. I think it's just bona fide just coaching and Justin Tucker missing field goals, bro. That's the only thing I feel like is stopping us right now, like real shit.
Yards per game. With a lethal combination of efficiency on the ground and explosiveness through the air, Detroit's offense possesses a relentless challenge for any opponent trying to keep pace for all 4 quarters. And not only that too, but their passing attack is every bit as potent as their ground game, ranking among the NFL's elite in multiple categories. Quarterback Jared Goff has been exceptional all season, leading the league in completion percentage with 72% and yards per pass attempt with 8.7. While also ranking in the top 5 in passing yards per game. Goff's resurgence has been a key factor in Detroit's dominance, which is reminiscent of the form that took him to the Super Bowl with the Rams in 2019. And I mean, honestly, much of
Goff's 2019
that he has had this season has been because of the Sun God and just because of the connection he has with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra,
the most dangerous wide receiver ones,
German demon,
consistently exploiting defenses forced to stack the box to contain the Sonic and Knuckles backfield duo. With 9 touchdown receptions this season, which is tied for 2nd in the NFL, St. Brown has proven himself to be an elite playmaker, complementing his production with another 1,000-yard campaign. Like, I mean, honestly, just having his presence in this Lions offense just makes it so much harder to try and key in on where to stop the Lions, whether it's in the run game with Sonic and Knuckles in the backfield or with the Sun God out wide just completely torching your cornerback one. But here's the secret, though, that nobody really is talking about, is that the main driver to this team,
their defense,
yes, you can say it's the rushing game,
their defense.
I don't think many people are recognizing how good this defense has
been. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Their defense been balling. And I feel like the main part of their defense that has been so elite this year is their 2 safeties in Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch. I think Kirby Joseph has 7 picks this year and Brian Branch has 4. Those 2 have been the best safety tandem in the NFL throughout the whole year, bro. It's been no comparison to those 2 this year, 100%.
Last year, and this is all
and then even without Aiden Hutchinson,
a couple weeks ago.
like
third in the NFL.
They're just still getting mad pressure, bro. Shit is crazy.
The Lions present a formidable challenge for opponents on both sides of the ball. Like, I mean, as I said, they lost Aiden Hutchinson, who was like the main guy that teams had to look for. I mean, when you're just having an elite edge rusher like Hutch, teams have to key in on that guy, figure out game plans. But
I hope he's back for the playoffs. It's gonna be like almost impossible for that to happen, but I just hope he's at least back for the playoffs.
Offenses, while their offense
maybe
has cemented the Lions as true Super Bowl favorites. With both units leading the league in multiple categories, the Lions truly are a complete team, and any opponent aiming to dethrone them will need to bring their A game on both offense
and I think the Lions and Packers play this week.
Headlines in the NFC pretty much from week one. Another contender has quietly emerged,
and
one that we all may have written off earlier in the year. The Philadelphia Eagles, overshadowed by the early season surge of the Commanders and Lions Super Bowl buzz.
I mean, cause like let's all be honest with ourselves, bro. Like through the first like 5 weeks at least, did we really think that Philly was gonna be a Super Bowl contender this year? Like they were struggling, bro. Like they were real deal struggling this year. But I think all they needed was that bye for real.
Duo of Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, the Eagles have surged to a 10-2 record with recent wins over strong teams like the Ravens, Commanders, and Bengals. Much like the Lions, the Eagles boast a well-rounded team, making them the biggest threat to the Lions' Super Bowl aspirations from the NFC. Right now, Saquon Barkley is on track to break 2,000 yards for the first time since Derrick Henry accomplished that feat in 2020. Needing 501 yards over the next 5 games,
play was
Barkley
just
has
disgusting.
Worth every dollar the Eagles invested in him.
That shit made me go viral on TikTok.
Without a doubt, Saquon Barkley
1.3 million views.
Driver of offensive success for the Eagles this season. Like, I mean, when you add a guy like Saquon Barkley to an offense that already had receivers like Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, of course they are going to succeed. And I mean, honestly, like you give so much crap to Nick Sirianni for just being a bad coach. I don't think any coach could just coach this team poorly when you have those 3 weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Like, hell, I probably could coach them to a win. You just call Saquon Barkley to run the ball. I pretty much would do this. If we're going to go down into detail, you go hand to Saquon, 50-50 ball to AJ Brown. They pretty much did it last week all against the Ravens. And I mean, it worked. They won. Like, okay, let's get back to the video. Like, the Eagles lead the NFL in several rushing categories, including rushing yards per game, rushing touchdowns per game, and rush play percentage. With this powerful rushing unit leading the offense, the Eagles present a significant challenge to any team, including the Lions. Like, they are inevitably going to meet in the playoffs at some time. And I think what we all forget,
it's going to be the NFC Championship game.
2 years ago, the Eagles were leading the Chiefs by 10 points at halftime in 2023 in the Super Bowl, only to watch Patrick Mahomes rally in the fourth quarter, leading the Chiefs to victory while breaking Philadelphia's hearts. Fast forward to this season, though, and the Eagles have bolstered their defense.
Oh, don't remind me of that, bro. This nigga Cooper
That's another thing that I think
bro.
a lot of people are just kind of, we're starting to recognize how good this defense is, but their defense is very revamped and very good when they have guys that are playing well, like Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and I mean, even Zach Bond. That dude is an absolute
that nigga tackling machine, bro. Real shit.
Rank them, I would probably put the Eagles, just based off how they have been playing, I'd put the Eagles above the Lions because they do have a more complete and well-rounded team, in my opinion.
I wouldn't do that.
Championship could very well be the true Super
I won't go that far.
The Eagles have closed the gap on the Lions.
That's just me, though.
Roster since the start of the season, positioning themselves as one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best. And now the number 3 team that I do have on this list is the Bills, who are currently holding the number 2 seed in the AFC, who handed the Chiefs their first loss of the season on November 17th and are now
shit. I'll rather have the Bills get the 1 seed than the damn Chiefs, bro. Like real shit.
The Bills have made a strong.
The Bills deserve it.
Both 2024
Chiefs don't.
Participants in consecutive weeks, beating the Chiefs by 9 points and the 49ers by 25. Over the past 6 weeks, their offense has been nothing short of electric, scoring 30 plus points in each game during an undefeated 6-0 stretch. Allen has firmly positioned himself as the frontrunner in the NFL MVP race, surpassing Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. Thanks to
bro. If I see Mahomes top 5 in MVP once again, bro, I'm going to lash out. This nigga has played mediocre football all year long. Like, bro, put Derrick Henry in there. Like, bro, what? Just because they're 12-1 or 11-1, whatever the fuck their record is, bro, don't mean that he needs to be in the MVP conversation. Let's be fucking for real, bro.
He's dominant.
That niggas play like hot
Honestly,
dog shit
the
this
Bills'
year.
offense is just firing on all cylinders. Now ranked second in the
Come
league
on
in
now.
points per game, averaging just under 30, including 30.
They love sucking off
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
7-game win streak. James Cook has also emerged as a key contributor, currently tied for third.
Oh yeah, I ain't even talk about this nigga James Cook. Him and Ray Davis is a great formidable, you know what I'm saying, running back tandem. You know what I'm saying? So whenever Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying, ready to take a break from running, these two niggas can take over for real.
Surpassing 700 rushing yards this season. The addition of a reliable rushing attack has also helped Josh Allen play more effectively, throwing only 5 interceptions through 12 games, the lowest mark of his career. And honestly, coming into this season, the Bills had a similar narrative to what the Chiefs had last year coming into the season, with basically no number 1 wide receiver that was going to carry them or have at least Josh Allen's back, and that their defense had lost key pieces over the past couple of seasons. But as it turns out, they don't need any of that, and they are just completely balling right now. Like, I mean, truly, this team does not give a damn about your opinion. If they think that they need Stephon Diggs or a number 1 key wide receiver, they're going to just completely destroy you. Like, I mean, hell, Josh Allen is catching his own damn passes at this point.
Nah,
and now,
that shit is crazy.
Battling injuries throughout the season, the Bills remain a force to be reckoned with, and if they can maintain the current form that they are in and get back to full strength, they are poised to be the favorites to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And this is where I think the list is actually going to start to piss some of you guys off.
I swear if you put the Chiefs.
While the Chiefs and the Bills are kind of drawing a lot of eyes, and even the Ravens are drawing a lot of eyes, I think the team that we're about to go over right now
it's not
is
gonna be the Chiefs.
kind of flying under the radar still, despite being really good. Are you looking for a new build?
Okay, bro. Like, come on, gang. Come on. Let's get right past that. Oh, the Steelers?
But for now,
I put them in my top 5.
The Steelers, led by a dominant defense, stand out as one of the
That didn't piss me off because, like, bro, I put them in my top 5. And I already explained why.
TJ Watt and Cam Hayward. Like, I mean, their defense absolutely.
As long as the Chiefs won't own this list, bro.
First snap
straight.
Of the game. Watt's ability to demand double teams creates opportunities for teammates like their linebackers Patrick Queen and Nick Herbig to disrupt offensive game plans all game long.
And the thing about them, they got hella depth too, especially on the D-line.
Patrick locking down receivers. The Steelers defense is a nightmare for any team. And I think it's safe to say this too, that come playoff time, no offense will look forward to matching up against this unit. And on the other side of the ball, Mike Tomlin did face criticism for his midseason decision to switch quarterbacks, replacing Justin Fields with Russell Wilson. I mean, as we all know, Justin Fields had led the Steelers to a solid 4-2 start, performing well and keeping the team in strong contention. Despite this, though, Tomlin still made the decision to go and transition to Russell Wilson, and honestly, ever since
smart decision,
it has paid off, and I mean, he has looked phenomenal this season. Wilson has gone 5-1 as a starter, including a standout performance against the Bengals, where he threw for 414 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, I mean, hell, who knew Russell Wilson's comeback would be so fruitful in Pittsburgh, now considered a genuine Super Bowl contender? The former Seahawks Super Bowl champion was counted out, washed up, and out of time. But in the black and gold, Russ is back to his very best and is completely Mr. Unlimited. The Steelers currently sit atop the AFC North, but are heading into their toughest stretch of the season. In weeks 15, 16, and 17, they'll face the Eagles and Ravens on the road before hosting the Chiefs. And don't
like, realistically, bro, damn, they got to play the Bengals again. That might be another shootout. They can realistically go 4-0 in that stretch. I'm gonna keep it a buck now. That Eagles game gonna be a huge test for them. You know what I'm saying? Especially them going against number 1 defense. That might be a defensive game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That shit might end like what, 16-13. If I'm being for real with y'all, that's gonna be a huge defensive test. And you know that they own my Ravens, so like I don't really even care who wins that game for real, bro. Like, real shit. If we beat them, ooh, okay, that's the first win we've gotten in like fucking 5 years, bro. Like, real shit. But they definitely can beat Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kansas City are frauds. These niggas could barely beat Carolina, gang. So like, what makes you think they can beat Pittsburgh? Like, let's be for real. And then they play Cincinnati again. That should be a good one.
This slate is definitely going to be a true test for Russell Wilson and the offense, as their defense has consistently delivered week after week outside of in-divisional games. This stretch that they do have through weeks 15, 16, and 17 will definitely tell us a lot about this offense. And now, staying in the AFC North for our 5th and final spot, and honestly the least scariest team of these 5 in my personal opinion, the Baltimore Ravens, who who currently sit at 8-5, have been one of the
Yeah.
most inconsistent teams in the NFL this season. Like, I mean, despite their impressive
Thank John
victories over
Harbaugh for that,
strong
bro.
teams
And
like
Justin
the Bills,
Tucker.
who they actually beat by 25 points, the Commanders and Chargers, they've also suffered unexpected losses to terrible teams like the Raiders, and I mean, they're not terrible, but they're pretty bad. The Browns too, who are both at the bottom of the league. Like, I mean, Lamar Jackson alongside Derrick Henry forms one of the top running back quarterback tandems in the league, rivaling Saquon Barkley and
Maybe of
Jalen
all
Hurts
time.
for the top spot. However, it's the wide receiver spot that really
Yes, yes, I'm glad somebody finally said this, bro. I've been thinking about this shit all season. Like, bro, we have no scary wide receiver. Yes, Zay Flowers is our wide receiver 1, and yes, he can have a few 100 yard games here. But we don't have that receiver that can just take over a game. You know what I'm saying? To get a $150 or 200 yards like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all of our receivers have drop issues. Like, bro, Zay Flowers, concentration drops. Bateman got the same thing. Nelson Aguilar as well. Deontay, and this nigga got suspended. Like, bro, I don't know why the fuck we even traded for the nigga if we're not gonna use him. And now like, this team is so stressful this year. Like, it does, like, come on, gang. Like, this shit, I'm getting sick and tired of this. Like, I really am. It's the same story every single year, bro. We need to get a true wide receiver 1 that can just take over a game. Like, real shit. If we don't go out and get T. Higgins in the damn offseason, bro, or somebody along those lines, bro, I will crash out. Like, real shit, bro.
Same standard. While Zay Flowers has made the most.
I'm tired of it. Get rid of John Harbaugh. Like, real shit. If we don't win the Super Bowl this year, get rid of him.
Reflecting a lack of elite.
Shit, hell, if we do win the Super Bowl, get rid of him too.
Tried to fix it and nothing has.
Tired of him, bro.
Rashad Bateman has never quite found any momentum. In the midseason edition of Deontay Johnson fell flat on its face, with the former Steeler and Panthers wideout unable to even get on the field at this point in the year. And now, yes, I know that despite all these inconsistencies and just things that they do have, the Ravens still do pose as a threat in the AFC. As I mean, they're going to be a wild card team is what it's looking like. If the Steelers do win this division, they're going to be a scary wild card team to play. Like, I mean, just like Mahomes, when you have Lamar Jackson in the backfield alongside Derrick Henry, you really can't count out the Ravens at any point.
And like, that's not why I'm counting us out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got full faith in Lamar in the offense and shit. But like, the receivers, you got to be more consistent at catching passes. And like the defense has been stepping up. Like, the defense, we were dog walking them like for the first half of this season, but they've been stepping up these last couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? But Justin fucking Tucker, bro, you better take this time in not the offseason, this bye week, and fix whatever the hell you got going on. But if you come back and miss some more kicks, oh, we gonna definitely have to have a talk, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm gonna text you my damn self. Like, real shit. I'm a DM this nigga.
North crown, the Ravens will undoubtedly be one of the most dangerous wildcard opponents in the postseason.
Something gotta change, bro.
With Jackson in their defense, Baltimore has all the tools needed to make a deep and impactful playoff run. And of course, how can we not mention the Kansas City Chiefs?
Fuck
and now,
no.
yes, personally for me,
Hey, is that the end of this vid, bro? That the end of this vid, yeah, because Kansas City is not scary at all, bro. That black magic, hell yeah, but I think that's about it, bro. I think we're gonna click off the vid right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what other you know what I'm saying, NFL vids y'all want me to react to. And y'all let me know who y'all 5 scariest teams are too in the NFL right now. Do y'all agree with my list? You know what I'm saying? What would y'all change? You feel me? But without further ado, I'm out. Yeah.